You know what? Not all tests are equally valuable. Let's talk today about this case. So let's imagine to make this in pragmatic that you wrote a kind of business logic, and that business logic can handle three types of users: a guest, a member, and a plus user. And now let's ask, you have to write some test cases. Which one should you cover first, or which kind of user should you write test first? My proposal for you to make this pragmatical is to have this three steps framework. One is you should consider business. Second, you should consider risk. And third, you should consider technical details. And let me explain a little bit why. First, you should consider business because I think it's important to understand which of these types of users are important for your business, for your organization, for your company. Which one do you want to satisfy first? But also, via business and usage and analytics, you should understand which one of those are the most representative one, is the one that is consuming the most resources. Now, I'm not saying that it's important to satisfy the one that is consuming most resources, but I'm saying via business understanding, you should understand which one of those is the most important for your business. And then if you answer that, you can ask details about the risk, like what kind of risk this business logic introduces for those three types of users. Maybe it introduces different risk for them, or maybe introduces the same amount of risk. Imagine, for example, you have to implement deleting an account, and maybe I don't know, the plus user has more assets or more things to be deleted. That means there are higher risks for timeouts, and maybe in this case, if that user is important for the business, then also it has a high risk, and so for sure you should choose that. And third, only after you answer the first two and take into consideration the first two, if there is more details, you should also consider, of course, the technical details. Like maybe, let's say your business logic has a common path that most of the in I don't know, 90% of your code, it's common for the three types of users, and then only a little bit of the code is different for two out of three of them. In this case, maybe you choose the one that covers the most code. But again, to summarize at the end, you should choose the test cases that you write first, or you put your most effort by first looking at the business, and then if there is need, looking at the risk, and then consider the technical details. And this is how you should pick the test cases to write first, or the test cases where you put your most of the effort.